Hi everyone, welcome back to A Crafty Yarn. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Samantha, and today we've got a catch up on what we've been sewing recently.
So we've been doing quite a bit of work in the sewing room lately.
We've really been enjoying it, haven't we? Yeah.
So we've got actually a lot of things to show.
Yes, we've finished quite a few of our projects from the Drawers of Doom. So I'm quite proud of myself actually, because I've finally overcome my fear of knit fabrics and I've actually sewn these ones by myself. So the first one I finished is the Miranda T-Shirt, and I made the short sleeve version but with the round neck. Haven't actually made the V neck, have we?
No,
maybe we should try that. So it was in this beautiful floral print, which is quite spring-like, I think.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's really pretty. So that's the front, and then I've got my little tag that I sewed in there on the back. And I really like doing the contrast neckband as opposed to having the same fabric, especially when it's quite a busy fabric. So I've just used this pale pink that matches with the pink flower there. So I'm really excited to have that finished. It does, yes.
So I've had this pattern here, the Simplicity 8602, cut out for probably like 2 years.
Probably.
So this is the fabric that I had it cut out in. So Mum made a dress out of this, and there was enough for me to cut out a little top because it doesn't take much fabric. So I just did the plain version, the cropped version, with the short sleeves. So I think I just took the sleeves from UC and then didn't do the frill on them. And then I'm not a big fan of facings on necks, so I've just put in a cream coloured bias binding. And then I've got this cute little sort of pearly pink button. And I'm really happy with this.
Looks beautiful. Yeah.
I don't know why it took me so long to get around to it, because it really didn't take long.
It's just one of those things, isn't it? Yeah.
So I'm pleased to have that finished now.
It looks really nice on you too, doesn't it? Yeah. The next one was the Butterick B6859. So it's the first time we've made this pattern. I haven't used it before. And I did version C, this one here. The only thing that I didn't do is it's got like a cuff on the bottom. I just did a plain hem on the bottom of mine. And I am thrilled with it. I really love it. I think it looks, and it's a really nice fit too, isn't it? So I made the medium, and I made it with this beautiful floral again. I seem to have florals, but this is a ditzy sort of floral.
I love the colours in this.
Yeah, it's sort of charcoal. It's a funny colour, but I think it's sort of a charcoal-y colour background. Although it's looking a bit, I don't know what colour it's looking on the screen there, but, and then again I've just used the contrasting rib on the top, and I had this lovely little tag that was the stalk scissors, which I thought was adorable. I thought they went really nicely with it. And the beautiful thing about this top is the detail in the sleeve, the ruching on the sleeve, which is just really, really pretty. And then it's got the cuff on the bottom of the sleeve, which I really do quite like a cuff as opposed to just a hem. So I'm really thrilled with how that's turned out. And I'm actually going to make some more because the fit of it is lovely. It's a really nice fit. Yeah. So it was quite an easy make. I did quite well, I thought, for my working with knit.
I think you did a great job.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice to make some summer versions as well.
Yes, it will. I think I would actually like to make another winter, maybe in a plain fabric. Yeah.
We've got some sweatshirting that might work quite nicely.
Yeah, so maybe I might do that. Yeah. I haven't got the pattern with me for this one, but this was the Mara top. So this is the last one that I had in the drawers to finish. And I am in love with it. It's so beautiful. So I think that I actually made the size 16 in this because it is a really, really small fit. So this, I made the long sleeve version, and again I have the cuffs on the bottom, but this one I bound it with the same fabric as the top, and then it's just plain on the back. But I'm thrilled with this, and this has the beautiful sort of pleating in the sleeve, which is a really, really nice detail.
It's a lot of fun to do as well.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it's quite interesting. But I think this fabric has just come up so beautiful.
It's a lovely texture too. It's almost like kind of embossed.
It is, yes. It does have a sort of emboss. I'm really pleased to have that finished. So I now have some new additions to my wardrobe, which is quite exciting.
So I had 3 Miranda T-shirts in our drawers of doom, and I've been working on 2 of them. So the first one is the one that was going to be a long sleeve top, but it was far too tight and I cut the sleeves into short sleeves. So I've put the neckband into this one, and I decided to do a pale sort of lilac coloured ribbing in this one. And then I've got this adorable little label which we got from Kylie and the Machine in the back. So all I need to do is just pop that label in and then hem the sleeves and the bottom on this one, and then that will be done. And I'm really excited about it. It's such a pretty fabric.
It is beautiful, yes. So you're getting closer.
Mm-hmm. And then this one here, all I had done on it was the shoulder seams. So I've put the sleeves in, I've done the side seams, and then I put in a plain grey rib neckband in this one, which I think looks really cool. And then I've got the little label in the back. And this one's a lovely like floaty fabric, so it's really nice.
And it's going to be beautiful to wear, that one.
Yeah, so again, just the bottom hem and the sleeve hem to do on this one. So both of these are very close. And then my other one I haven't, I've just done the shoulder seams, I think. And then I decided that to reward myself for all of my hard work, I was going to start the Butterick B6628 pattern, which we bought at the Nest. So I wanted to make view D, which has the wrap over front and then the little peplum at the bottom, but I decided to do just the straight long sleeves from C because I wasn't really a big fan of the frill on the bottom of the sleeve.
Yeah.
So this is the fabric that I chose. It's this black and white sort of leopard print. So this is one of the peplum pieces, and because it's a nice drapey fabric, it really looks lovely when it's kind of draped like this.
It's going to be really pretty.
So I've done a little bit of work. I've put in the gathering stitches and things on the bodice, but I'm really excited to have this for winter.
Yes.
And I think that if it works out, I'll be making a lot of these.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'd like to try the one with the tie in the front. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at.
Well, when I traced out the pattern pieces, I traced out that for them both.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see whether it fits, hopefully.
I think it will. A couple of years ago, one of the collabs we did, where Kate and I made a little co-ord set, which I absolutely love, and I do wear it quite a lot. But the other day I wanted to wear it, but it's actually a sleeveless top, and the weather wasn't quite warm enough for that. But I went to my wardrobe and I just had absolutely nothing to go with the bottom half of it. So I said to Kate, I'm going to have to make something plain that I can wear so that I can get a bit more use out of the pair of pants instead of just wearing it with the top all the time. So I was going to make a sagebrush, and I tossed up that idea, which I really quite liked the idea of that. But then we were looking through our patterns the other day, and we came across this one, the Butterick B6732, which is one that we've actually wanted to make for quite a while. And I said to Caitlin, I actually think that is going to be the perfect one, because they are actually in plain fabrics, and the fabric that I've chosen is a plain pink. So I decided to make version A, which is the one up the top here, with the V neck, and it's got these beautiful floaty sleeves. So I'm quite looking forward to making this one. So I have made a little bit of progress. So it's got a midriff band in there as well, which I think is actually going to be quite flattering. So I've actually just done the top part of it, and I tried it on the other day, and it is just a really good fit, isn't it? I decided to go with the size 12, and I'm really happy I did, because it actually fits perfectly, doesn't it?
And the dots are in the right place and everything.
Yeah, it was actually really amazing. So I'm really looking forward to doing some more work on this, because I feel as though it's going to really be a really nice top that I'm going to love to wear. So yeah, so I'll be interested to see how it turns out. But the other thing too that we talked about, wasn't it, was I think the reason that it is such a good fit is because they actually have cup sizes, whereas a lot of the patterns don't. But this one, because it's got the cup size, I think it's just become the perfect fit. Yeah.
we decided that we wanted to make the top together, so this is my one, and I had to kind of choose my fabric according to what zips we had, because you need a 55cm zip, and we had a navy blue one, so I chose this navy blue fabric. And I decided to do the other neck option instead of the V-neck. It's the kind of slit notched neck.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So I'm excited to be working on this too.
Actually, you're doing the 3/4 sleeve, then, aren't you? So actually, you're doing view C. Yeah, which is that one.
I like the little
3/4
elastic
sleeves.
around the bottom of the sleeves.
Yeah, but the fabric you've got is so pretty. It's going to look absolutely beautiful.
I love it. It's really nice.
My mum just has her pegs in this plastic container, and it's really not a useful way of storing your pegs. And I said to Caitlin a few weeks ago, I really must make her a peg bag. And then it was quite funny, because after I'd said that, a few days later she said, oh, I'd really like a new peg bag. So I thought, oh, well, this is great. At least she's going to love it. So it's Mother's Day coming up in 3 weeks, I think. So I'm going to make it for her for Mother's Day. And I wanted something sort of unusual, and I found this pattern for this vintage peg bag. And it looks like a little dress, and I just fell in love with it. So that's what I'm going to be making for her. So this is the pattern here. And I thought it was just absolutely adorable. It was so cute. And on this website, the Crafty So-and-so, they're actually £1. So it was so cheap. It was really quite a bargain. So I haven't decided on the fabrics I'm going to use yet, but I'm really looking forward to making it. I think it's going to be just so adorable.
We were thinking about upcycling a pair of old jeans.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe upcycling a pair of jeans. So I'll have to see if they will fit the pattern piece, and then decide on the other for the collar and the little skirt. But it's just so cute.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'm quite looking forward to making that, something a bit different. Yeah. The other thing I've sort of been working on is a few patchworky things. Yeah, Caitlin and I went to a class where it was foundation paper piecing. I didn't really even know what that was, but it was actually really fun, wasn't it? I really, really enjoyed it. So for those of you who haven't done it before, you get a piece of paper that has the pattern on it, and each of the little sections is numbered, so that tells you the order that you have to sew them in to get the shape. So we made this strawberry, and it's just so adorable. But it was so much fun, wasn't it? It was really fun to do and quite easy. And the way you get these beautiful crisp points is you actually sew past where you need to, and then it just makes these beautiful points. So I was really thrilled with that. I would actually quite like to do a little bit more of this foundation paper piecing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I am thinking a project bag. But then I also thought maybe a tote bag could be quite nice. Yeah, so, but yeah, it's really, really fun. And then also I was doing just a patch where you just, you have your backing, and then inside there is the, what do you call it? Batting, sorry, the batting. And then you just sew on the strips of fabric. So you just start with your middle piece, and then you have wrong sides together, and you sew it, and then you open it and you sew your next one. And I was really thrilled with the way the colours of this came out. I just really, really loved it. So then again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I love it. And it's really quite easy, isn't it? And it's good for using up your scraps. And then I also have just started a crazy patch one where you don't do it in the lines, you just do random sort of shapes, which is actually really good for small scraps of fabric. So yeah, I'm quite into that at the moment, quite enjoying that. So we've actually been really busy, haven't we? Which is good. Yeah, and we're really enjoying our sewing.
And then a new op shop has opened up where we live, so we decided to take our first trip in there the other day, and we were actually very pleasantly surprised. They had a lot of craft stuff. Yeah,
I didn't realise they were going to have craft stuff. We just thought, oh, we'll just go in there and see what they've got. But they had lots of fabrics and patterns and all other sorts of things
it was
really good.
So the patterns were $1, so we picked some up. So the first one is the Butterick B6184, which has a top, jacket, dress and skirt, and we were particularly interested in the jacket. It's just a really nice jacket, and I also liked that it's lined.
Oh, I didn't realise it was lined. Oh, okay.
And then this one is the Quick Sew 2771, which you don't see Quick Sew that much anymore, so we were quite excited about this one, and we liked the tops on this one. They're just basic sort of knit tops, but they've got sort of like a boat neck, which I thought was really nice.
Yes, and actually my mum has just got it into sewing as well, so that pattern will actually fit her as well, so we thought she might like to try that one.
And then the final one that we got is the Simplicity 1467, which I really love the jacket on this. I just thought it was really cool, like the way that it's like flat in the front section, but then it's got like the peplum across the back and also like part of the front. And Mum also really liked the little top. Yeah. So we were very excited with these. So we're looking forward to making those up. I actually think that I want to make that jacket for this year.
I agree. It doesn't look too complex either,
No.
so I think that we might try that. It's funny how things work out though, isn't it? Like we were looking the other day at some patterns because we thought we might get a jacket pattern, and we couldn't really find one we liked, and then we walked in and we found 2 jacket patterns, so it was really good.
I find sometimes the ones that aren't like still being made, I find that they're really good.
True, yeah.
So we hope that you enjoyed seeing everything that we've been up to.
And until next time, happy sewing.